Welcome back, everyone. Trial Tuesday once again, and we're ringing in the new year with some new laws that are important to know about. Joining me today is Charleston attorney and a guy whose wardrobe always fresh and new, David Aylor, to weigh in on some of those new laws. Counselor, welcome back to the show. Let's get to it. 3 laws that you want to make sure that everybody knows about this new year.
Right. There's a lot of laws that come out in the new year, meaning that they were actually brought in from the last legislative session and then are enacted as of the new year. And one of those laws is the accident with death case law. And basically what that says is that when there's an automobile accident that occurs, if there's actually a death that results from it, now it's mandated that there'll be chemical testing, blood testing, urine testing of the individual involved in the accident, found guilty or of the actual accident, not guilty of anything beyond that.
Right.
And there's no probable cause that has to be shown. In the past, it's been that there was probable cause thinking that, some sort of drugs or alcohol or reckless driving was involved. Now it's mandated if there's a death that occurs from it, then that individual is going to be tested.
Why institute that law, in your opinion?
I think that probably one of the main reasons is you have situations where maybe someone has not been drinking alcohol, but if they may be under heavy medication, and that's not going to smell, that may not show, and they may just be dazed from the accident and not be hurt. If they don't go to the hospital, and then ultimately they are under the influence, and that would not be shown without getting that blood test.
Second new law we want to touch upon briefly is human trafficking. There's some new advancements in that.
Right. South Carolina is getting a lot stronger with their laws on human trafficking. Believe it or not, we do have a lot of human trafficking, some on the coastal area, Myrtle Beach area, and then other places throughout the state, really. And the new laws related to human trafficking put in actually gives the Bill of Rights for the victims, which is extremely important for a number of reasons, for really the after effect when they're found, but also a number of penalties related to businesses involved in human trafficking, both criminal and civil penalties that come from it. So South Carolina is taking a strong step in really trying to crack down on what a lot of people don't really realize is a problem here in the state.
Yeah, kind of unspoken. Would that be jail time for the people that own those businesses?
Absolutely.
And work there?
They could look at prison time, also civil fines and different things like that, shutting down of the business. But it's a pretty expansive bill that went through, and I think the law should be able to really benefit a lot of the folks that are being brought into the state.
And the third law we want to talk about stems from the Skip Reveal case, one that made so many headlines here in the Lowcountry.
Right, and this is an important law for many people, particularly foster parents. And basically what that law states is that a sexual offender of any sort that's been put on the registry is no longer allowed to be a foster parent. And beyond that, they're not allowed to live within the same home of a foster parent. For instance, if a foster parent or 2 parents had custody of a young child or had children coming in and out, there couldn't be another relative or someone there on the property that was a convicted sex offender. And it seems like something that would sort of be natural, but actually it was not in place, and then now they'll be able to move forward with enforcing that.
Yeah, how was that not a law beforehand?
You got to wonder, right?
Indeed, indeed you do. Attorney David Aylor, thank you so much for your insights. As always, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well.
All righty, stay with us. Much more Lowcountry Live coming up in just a moment.